The dam project started with an online museum, and from that we had a gallery in London which was dedicated for digital art, and that was from 1999 to 2002. But since 4 years we are we are in Berlin, of course, with the Dam Berlin Gallery, which is a commercial gallery, and the online museum persists to continue to do his work. We have as well launched a Digital Art Award. It's a lifetime award for digital art since 2 years, which is given away every year. Consists of 20,000 euros and an exhibition in a museum in Germany and a catalogue. So that's basically roughly our activities. We went to Korea to this fair because this is a country which is very much technology oriented as well. You have Samsung, you have a lot of other companies who are producing the hardware which we are working with. And so there's some affinity in this society here for this kind of technology. Nevertheless, it's still something you have to build here as well, to build this kind of market and open people for the aspect of digital animations or software art or interactive art or net art, whatever. My approach in the 90s, as there was no market, I was aware from the beginning that people, from my point of view, need to understand the background as well. So not just to place artists on the market and develop the market for them, but at the same time I wanted people to understand what the art historic background is. So I always concentrated on the art history aspect of digital art as well. We do shows in Berlin which show early pieces from the 70s, 80s. So the market is definitely developing. It's continuously growing. Curators are more interested in it. There are more museums looking out for digital art. Still, it's lacking a lot of understanding, even on the professional scene. I mean, it's still a conservative development, I would say, but it's definitely gaining importance. And with Korea, it's a little bit more difficult still than in Germany, I would say, because the buyers like to have some reference which just gives some security, some safety for what they buy is really valuable. So they are not that courageous from my perception. It is an issue for professional collectors, definitely, who understand what flash is and they wonder what's happening with flash in 10 years of time. So will you still be open to open a flash file at the time? So you have to sort these points out, and you have to make sure that you have backup material which gives them some security that they can still play this file in a later time. On the other hand, we have the prices going down, like for example on large screens, so much that it's now possible for nearly everybody to have a large screen in his home and to look at this kind of work in a reasonable size, which is really a lot of fun and very interesting. So this is working for us, I think, at the same time, and it's becoming more accessible to have digital art in your home. Holger Lippmann, he's a German artist who works basically a lot with flash animations. I show here a piece which covers the time from 97 to 2003, so quite early flash animations. Little short programs, they're always connected to a sound as well, which are constantly changing. You can play them actually even with a rhythm on the keyboard. So it's, I think, a very interesting approach as well for the time, typical for the whole club culture as well. The other one, which is in the middle, is Gerhard Manns. He's one of the most established ones in the European area. He's known for his landscapes, pictures, which he does. Here we show an abstract animation from him, a film from him. An artist we have new in the program, he's from Holland. He's relatively young, he's the youngest from all these three. His name is Elko Brandt, and he is very impressive with his animations he does, totally built on 3D. He only does about 3 or 4 per year because it takes a lot of time to produce these little animations. But he's really spot on. I really like his work because he's very strong emotionally and really gets this point across. So I wanted to have some kind of typical European viewpoint, but still some kind of different positions, from minimalistic Holger Lippmann up to the very realistic Elko Brandt. Well, the tapestry is definitely a more extreme position of what we normally work with. We represent her because it's totally created on the computer. She takes a lot of time to create the picture on the computer, and then it's woven, computer driven. So it's basically another output medium, definitely very unusual and unique. Well, there are two reasons for it why I think KIAF will succeed, because one is that the country as Korea is in a different situation than, like, for example, China, just from the political aspects and everything involved, human rights and so on and so on. So these are reasons which play a role for me as well, why I'm here and I'm not going to China. The other aspect is that the KIAF, as you can see, they nearly doubled the amount of galleries, which is of course affecting the quality as well, but I hope they will increase that as well, even further. But they have decided to become the biggest fair on the Asian market, and they have already included a lot of European galleries. So I'm looking at it in a positive way. And on the other hand, there's definitely a lot of interest in buying art in general, what I can see from other colleagues who are more working on a more established market than I do, that you can have sales even when you're here for the first time and introduce an artist.